Good afternoon from down under, everyone. My name is Remit Splits, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader, both DLCs included. This is our Iconoclast run, and this should be episode 41 in the series, and what should also be the end of Act 2. So we're going to continue right off and finally get this act out of the way. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the series. Otherwise, we'll offer that toaster up to the Agron Priest immediately and get into it. Alright, so naturally we have to have a conversation with a couple of people in this room. So we got annoying people over there. We got some over here. Um, the order in which I talk to these people matter. The question. Talk to a rogue trader. Okay, maybe I do the one on the left first. Observe the guests. How are you these days, Torina? Look closely at her. Tell me more about your family. Uh, do your part to heal the wounds afflicted by card game and your house will be forgiven. I suppose you're down to make an appearance here this evening. Your cousin Jocasta became the new master of arms of my ship. What has so displeased you? Do you believe Kronos' rise and draw your weapon what is still right here before the Emperor's visage? Wish no more about House Sorback? I'm better acquainted with your life. It is my pleasure. Your account is familiar somehow. Could you represent the image of Saint, my leader? No, we'll go number 2. I promise to answer when I'm not occupied. See. Interesting conversation. Is something wrong? I think we're going devil with Heinrichs. So, as soon as we find this out alone, you lose the power of speech. You prepared for what? I thank you for your warning. Alrighty. Alright, throw save, and we'll commence the last conversation. Observe the rogue traders. I welcome you to my domain on guess. Thank you for your visit. Boom boom. Your fair share protectorate. We're not doing that, by the way. Oh, that's actually a very decent sniper rifle in terms of damage. Does your gift come with a good story? Is there a remarkable warrior in your retinue? Size up the opponent. Examine his gear. The quick fire despite not looking like one, but I know for me instead he would be lying dead. Thank you for your gift. You seem to find me objectionable. I apologize, I failed to perceive your essence of your saintly mission in base extortion. Your appearance here is unexpected. I see faith is more than just a word to you. Take it you're not overly fond of Theodora. Who is Estes Chordera to you? Thank you for your visit. What do you think of the celebration? For the evening, I must take my leave. Alright, so what do we got here? Thrill the Hunt. No. 5 Heckerton. Oh yeah, teaching. That's certainly going to get a lot of good use. Alright, drop save, and let the let the end of Act 2 begin. What do you think of the reception? I'm gonna retire to my chambers. Last thing I wish to do is speak to a servitor.
Your chambers are ready, your ladyship. God! Intruder!
Quiet. Time to sleep.
We need to talk in private. We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
Will my servant live?
Probably. Unless he suffered from hidden ailments, he will soon come to without any major damage to his health. Either way, oblivion is a far safer option for him than the dangerous privilege of being a witness to this conversation.
Remind me, who are you?
Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, head of the Coronis Conclave. I am authorized by the grace of the Emperor to watch over the Coronis expanse, root out heresies, and preempt the Xenos threat. No need to search your memory. My war is waged on clandestine fronts, and any battle reports are always thoroughly filtered. Trust me, you need not know the manner of things I have to face and the measures I sometimes have to take. Such knowledge is dangerous to the mind.
If the Inquisition wishes to talk to me, I'll be glad to be of its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account. Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words. What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
You wish to know about the events on Janus?
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, Enemies of humanity live and act on a planet that belongs to you.
In the face of heresy, the Xenos seemed like acceptable allies to me. There have been precedents for this, correct?
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
If you knew about what was happening on Janus, why did you not intervene yourself?
I cannot satisfy your curiosity without disclosing information of the utmost secrecy. I will say only this. We had the situation under control. There is a tangled knot of perilous events in progress in the Coronis expanse. Plucking even one thread must be performed with great precision and caution, without any room for error. Because you do not want to know the price of such an error, or what forms it might take.
Had you come to be so remarkably well informed?
Are you surprised? You thought the Inquisition was unaware of the circumstances of your deeds. How often do you find yourself thinking that there are things we shouldn't know about your life? It is my job to know everything, and I do it very well. Keep that in mind.
What questions could you have for me in Clive Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
I mean, we couldn't do anything at the time. I will try to go for the black ring, obviously, if we can get it. More power to us. If not, I'll happily settle for the red. So if I had erred, I'm willing to repent.
That is what we will do, but not today. For now, we will try to turn your hesitation to our advantage. Trying times lie ahead of us, and we could use the weapons that this planet is capable of producing. But remember that the sentence has merely been postponed.
Shkruri have shown interest in me. Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes, yes, the enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack, but even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos, to have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts, meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent?
Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusius' life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Have I answered all your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvia about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest? Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvia? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown? The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodore cooperated with you?
And benefited greatly from it. The warrant's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a Psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy Psyker, Iconoclast.
I know that Theodore was concerned about the fate of the dynasty and certain restricting obligation. Was it perhaps due to your partnership with her?
I cannot deny the possibility that Lady Theodora may have lamented losing some of the freedom she enjoyed prior to my arrival in the Expanse. Nor will I deny that our partnership began with me exerting a certain amount of influence. However, you are not Lady Theodora. Let us put the difficulties that encumbered our relationship to rest along with her. I do not recommend troubling yourself with affairs of the past, for they have no bearing on your present position. Theodora chose to forget about this particular matter. Follow her example, and your fate will be the better for it.
Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse. A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed, and this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterskill has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own Master of Whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
Is Heinrich staying in my retinue, or are you taking him back?
Which would you prefer? And you, Heinrichs, do you wish to continue working at the Honorable Rogue Trader's side?
I will comply with any order, Lord Inquisitor. If you command me to remain in the company of the scion of the von Valancius dynasty, I won't be distressed.
What's your opinion of him? He's a useful assistant to have.
Without a doubt, Master Van Kellox has earned my complete trust by repeatedly demonstrating courage, loyalty, and cunning. His mathematical mind, not given to sentiment, can be of great use in an emergency. You, my dear Heinrichs, have made a far better agent than you would have a pilot of an Imperial Knight.
I want him to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellox will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
What kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that, when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. I seem to remember that your exalted aristocrats presented you with many gifts. It would be rude of me not to follow suit. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid. The color indicates how
black.
close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
The query can't do that. It's just doing all the favor the house owners can expect from the Inquisition.
You won't let me forget that I am dealing with a rogue trader, I see. Very well. As a sign of my goodwill, I will also provide substantial support to your protectorate. But from this point on, I will be expecting your cooperation in return. Here is where we part. My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up until next we meet.
I assume you now understand what I was warning you about. I pray to the throne that you also understand why I was unable to tell you everything.
You did everything you had to look out for me, and that's what matters.
You've had a difficult day today. I will leave you to sleep. Your protectorate and your vassals will be waiting for you tomorrow. Good night.
You don't have to leave, Henrik. Stay.
Good night.
The rise of the rogue trader heir restored a tenuous equilibrium to the von Valancius protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
And with that, we are now into Act 3 official. Hooray! Surely the God Emperor is best me with diligent subjects. Is something wrong? Don't call her a pet. Clementia, that's mean. Yeah, so in this playthrough, because we haven't gotten rid of Yuet, she will be the one who helps us with Act 3 instead of Hamerix's henchman person. And yes, we will actually immediately do that. Guess we'll do that one too. Don't need those. Alright, so first order of business. Yeah. Is what I would want to say, except, honestly, I should probably put that on Jay. Yeah, I really should. What I'll do is I will actually take that off. So, put that back on for a moment. This ring will, in fact, go to Cassia. There's not a question about it. But, until then, so plus 10 skills. So we can lose... Send everything. No. We'll lose some tech. It's fine. Yeah. Alright. So go to quest now. Are you able to contact the Aldari? Give me the coordinates, I should take you wherever you wish to go. Oh boy. Alright, we'll go over here. See if there's anything that this person might have. nothing new there. Alright. So to our void ship we go. And then I'll see if I can have one more conversation with Violet at this point. Maybe have a try and see if I can chat with Heinrich as well. Heinrich is over here.
Let me preempt your question. You want to talk about what happened after the Magna Excessio?
You warned me, I was prepared for the unexpected.
I'm glad that I'm glad I was able to help. If that is all.
Must I throw myself at you at every time, or are you gonna take the initiative?
Think of the power dynamics. Such a display of initiative by me in public would be interpreted by your subjects as an attack, or an attempt to tarnish your reputation. But you couldn't care less about that, could you? Being near you is a trial for me. A trial I was not prepared for, and so even speaking of it is difficult for me. As it always is when it concerns my own desires, rather than my responsibilities and obligations. My duty comes first, even before myself. Please. In our position, I can allow myself very little. And for you, it is no different, really. Just let me be here for you and help you. That is more than enough for me.
Take my leave. Alright, come over here. We have conversations yet?
Hello, Talk.
Am I still unworthy of discussing your welding? You can. Alright, so obviously it's going to be an Act 4 thing, I think. Alright, can I... Oh, not that one. Maybe that one, but that's not what I was focusing on. This one. Alright, for all this stuff that we just got, can I manage it? Yes, I can. Now the question becomes, can I manage the rest? Maybe. 2000. Wrong button again. No, I do want to save some holy gifts, so I guess not. That's fine. It is fine. Focus smelter gun. Evil art. Yeah. Alright. But the fun times roll for Abelard, I suppose. Alright. Save, and we'll begin the fun times of Act 3. Still kind of want that one. What I'll do is I'll do that one, get it out of the way. I don't think I have to. Of course, the second that I leave body Dragonus, some colony event happens, right? Isn't that the way? So we got Profit Factor takes a hit. Screw that. Strike inventory blow at the guild. Don't know, yeah. I can take a little bit of weapon hit and people hit. It's fine. Talking about hits and whatnot though, Dragonus. Alright, we are great with that. And by that I mean we needed 7 7 of each colony stat in Dragonus for something when we get back from Act 3, so we have clearly reached threshold on that. If you don't have it all, you can potentially self-lock yourself, and that's not good. Alright, no level shit. Okay, we'll scan these planets. Alright. And hopefully that will get us enough to get everything. God, we have so much plasteel. So much adamantite. Yeah, we are not going to be wanting for stuff, that's for sure. Alright, with all of that, again, I'm going to, and it's a bit repetitive, I know, but I'm going to check one more to see if I can get the last bit of gear. A couple of reasons why I'm checking. Mostly, can't do anything there yet. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm checking is because if I can get it, because of Jay's ability, every little bit helps for guarding that one. Magic trophies, holy gifts. If I force it, I probably could, but I'm not going to force it. It's fine. It's okay. But this one. Yeah, I can get that one at least though, so we'll do that. It's fine. Alright. Even think that armor might have actually been a good drop for someone like Abel, I think. But, oh well. Alright, we'll drop save. And we'll go into the chartered vessel. Everyone we're taking. So, obviously, we're not going to get a certain achievement, even though we already have it, or the announcement of it. But, spoiler. This would be if you take a Genta with you. Yeah, if you take a Genta with you, you would learn a terrifying secret that she's been keeping. I'm going to say it now because obviously we're not taking a Genta with us. She killed Theodora. Dun dun dun. Um, and um, you can question her about it. You can even kill her if Idira is with you. She'll practically try to kill Agenta herself, but you can stop her obviously. Um,
You
but yeah.
monkey never learn. I'm beginning to think that your kind is eager to step into our snares.
Negotiate with me, we can still come to an agreement. Alright, and now we begin a very linear and very sarcastic entry into Kamara. What do you want from me? Why am I still alive? Might actually play my role better if I know what it was. I don't have enough. I should have put the ring on myself now I think about it. Oh well.
You have disappointed us, rogue trader von Valancius.
Alright, and we'll cut that episode here. So, starting from the next couple, we will be delving deep into Act 3. Obviously, it's going to be pretty linear. Act 2 and Act 4 are by far the larger of the acts in the game, so hopefully this one doesn't take too long. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next episode.